The V12 engine from Lamborghini is of course super iconic for their cars. And it's a huge engine that they need to fit into the car, and the same issue was something that Uwe was battling with in this car.
The V12 engine is very big. It's very big in the real world, but it's also big in LEGO Technic. And we actually have a lot of troubles to get the engine into the model, because we also need a gearbox, and we also need suspension.
It's actually amazing how you shoehorned that into the car. And I mean, the V12 engine is so iconic for Lamborghini that of course it needs to be the right engine in this car also. And just unlike the real car, you actually have the engine starting just behind your right ear. That's where the engine actually starts in the car, so you can really hear it also. So the Sian, that's the first hybrid car that Lamborghini has ever done. And that means that they added an electric motor to actually help for the performance of the big V12 engine. And they did it in a clever way because they actually attached it after the gearbox. On normal hybrids, you have it at the same place in the transmission as the engine, but this one is actually after the gearbox. And that means that in those really short time periods where you're changing gears, the electric motor actually helps propel the vehicle forward still. Because you have a certain amount of time where you're not clutched in, and in that time, the electric motor kind of kicks in and helps you. And that actually makes your 0 to 60 speed a little bit quicker.
My name is Maurizio Reggiani. I am Chief Technical Officer of Automobile Lamborghini. When we launch a limited edition like the Sian, normally we try to identify in this kind of car limited series some new trend in terms of technology. New trend means that we can make an application that is in a small volume, much more easy to control, and we can be much more innovative, also provocative in some case. And with the Sian, the decision of the adoption of a supercapacitor, that is a technology that nobody uses in the automotive industry, and with the 48-volt system, we decide we need to do something special. And Sian was exactly the car where it was possible to install this new technology and to launch for the first time. Means the limited edition, new technology, means something that is really unique, and the world react immediately with a big success in terms of reaction. Today in the Sian, in the V12 engine, we have a single clutch technology. Means is a single clutch technology is a system that is lighter, is much more compact compared to the normal double clutch that today is one of the standard of the market, but it's clear that we have much less comfort. Every time that you shift, you have an interruption of the torque that is due to the fact that you open the clutch, and for this reason, the body of the driver perceives this level of inertia. What we decide is that due to the fact that supercapacitor give energy to electric machine that is connected to the gearbox, we are able to fill the hole of torque that is happened when you open the clutch. Means we are able to create a kind of no interaction torque also during the shifting. This is really perceivable from every customer. Mainly is really a comfort behavioral that the car is really much more important in terms of quality. The other important is that, sure, when you use the car, is a super sport car, is one of the most extreme super sport car, and you have a kind of e-boost system, is the cars that is used also in the race engine. When you put the car in the Corsa mode, means the most sportive one, you have this reserve of power that, for example, when you push down the accelerator full throttle, you arrive to the normal peak of torque from thermodynamic engine, and you have still another gap that is given from the electric machine, short but really intensive, that, for example, if you need to take over somebody, and so is really a really overboost that allowed you to be much more faster and much more reactive. Just 1 month ago, we announced a patent did with the MIT, where we discovered a new chemical formula for supercapacitor material that is able to provide the double of the power. Means that in the same volume, you can have 2 times more power compared to what today is a state of the art. What is important is that supercapacitor have a peculiarity that no other system have. Is a super efficiency system that can be charged and discharged continuously in a time that is really close to zero. Means every time that you change the speed of the car, you recharge immediately the supercapacitor. It means you can discharge and recharge without that you have a perception to do this. This is fundamental, and is exactly the same system that is based on the Formula One race car.